ahead and start the city council meeting. While Ryan is standing, we will have him give us an invocation, and then Councilmember Daly is not here, so I'm going to call on Bishop Perry to lead us in the pledge.
Our dear kind Heavenly Father, we're thankful for this beautiful day and the opportunity we have to gather together here in our city. We're thankful for the opportunities we have to serve the residents and work with staff here, for the desires and hard work that goes into making this a great place to live. We're thankful for those who volunteer and who serve and dedicate their time here to our room. We're thankful for those who serve to protect our freedoms, both here locally and abroad, and ask these to please bless them as they're in harm's way, that they will be protected, that their families will be watched over as they serve, work for freedom, that they will know our love and support for them. I also ask that we can have a good meeting this evening, that we can be directed to make decisions which will be most beneficial for our citizens and those who do business here in our great city. We'll say these things in Jesus Christ.
So then when we leave, rise your feet, pledge allegiance. When you're speaking, the corn went down my throat. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Did Tammy mention that she was going to be?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did. So we'll excuse Councilmember Daly, and move on to item number 2, consideration to approve the minutes on the last meeting on 6/18. I'll call for a motion if there's no corrections or additions.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of 6/18.
Second. All in favor, Matt?
Aye.
Aye. I'll abstain because I was out of town.
Thank you. Move on to item number 3, we have 2, well, we can do it in one motion. So we need to ratify the cash disbursements between 6/8 and 6/21, and we need to approve the cash disbursements between 6/22 and 7/1. And we should have a list of those in front of you. So I'll call for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
We are now in open session. Does anybody have anything they want to address the council?
Michelle, if you like to celebrate, your husband's snack.
He wants to celebrate, I'm okay with it.
Okay, since there's, nothing for the open session, we'll move to item 5, which is the youth city council report.
I had a question with the city council. Last month, we were able to get our float decorated for the 2 parades. This month, last week, we went to the Davis County Jail Court. It's always an interesting and eye-opening experience. The inmate that spoke to us was, at the end, was a former Woodcroft High School graduate from a field, I think, in 2012. This month, we've received many applications for next year's council, including several new incoming members. We would like to get the youth leadership interviews done to start planning themes and ideas. If you'll please touch base with Randy Wood to coordinate that. Thank you. We have 2 parades this month. On the 4th in West Dallas at 10:30 a.m. The other one is July 19th in Elmville at 6. Next month we planned our end of year water party for August 8th at Holden Park, 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. You guys are all welcome to stop by for lunch if you'd like. And the past years are less have been quite the greatest with the weather, so we'll see if we're at the traditional cool weather with hot weather on Monday. Any questions?
What time are we meeting on the 19th?
No, the parade starts at 6. We'll probably meet, it's usually an hour early, 4:30 or 5.
Okay, and just, you know what number we are?
I don't for that one.
Somewhere by 5:20.
Yeah. Hopefully up the street, there's a little more shade that way. Hopefully the neighborhood way.
Parade again?
Yes, that's what, yeah.
Starts at 10:30.
Yeah, we have to be at our float no later than 10, and we will be, or number, and all this information for Scott, we are, like, number 38, there's only about 50, and it's pretty short this year. And we, I believe, are on the street, 8th West, right by, across from the church. So the south side of Fort North.
So be there by 10.
Be there by 10.
I won't be there on the 4th, but I'll be there on the 19th, so.
Okay.
I'll try and do the opposite. I can't do
Whenever you want to go then.
Okay, where's Mayor Robinson? Do we know where Mayor Robinson is tonight?
So, she fills in for, she couldn't be here.
What's your name? Hannah Chester. Sorry,
Okay, item number 6 then is Baywood. Huh? Baywood. Do we want to push it off towards the end so they can make it?
He's right here, he's right there.
Oh, have him come.
Oh, come on in.
Sure.
Okay.
There we go.
There the way.
I know.
Come on, Ranger.
Come on in, Ranger.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the time over to Julie.
All right, so it's time for our council kudos. I'm gonna let, Matt do, Officer Boyle and Ranger, because we're going to nominate them, and then I will do the second one.
All right. Well, Officer Boyle, we really appreciate all the hard work that you're doing with Ranger. There's been many high-profile cases. I know every time Chief has something to say, you're off on a different part of the state doing something, and that is awesome that it helps with Woods Cross, giving you that exposure, that, you're helping to train others, and Ranger's doing a wonderful job, and we're very appreciative of the work that you're doing. I know that this is an unusual, not every department has a canine unit, and we really appreciate the ones you're doing, so we have a little gift card here for you.
Perfect.
All right. 2 gift cards, one for Ranger and one for you.
Look at that.
All right.
Let's just shake our hands.
Awesome, thank you guys, I really
Hey,
appreciate it.
you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
And the support. Wouldn't be possible without you.
You're on.
Thank you so much.
Good job, Ranger. Thank you for bringing Ranger in also.
So I think there's.
We had to go running with the ball for a while. Thank you, guys.
So there's a gift card to Petco and one to Cold Stone, right?
Yes.
So you can share, you can chew on his toy and he can.
Yeah, I get the Petco one, I think it's cool. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right. I enjoyed that nomination because I think our canines, they're employees also, and so they deserve to be recognized as well. All right, our second nomination came from Jessica Sims, and it is Sparky. But the Sparky has been with Wisconsin City Public Works since 2000. His job title is Public Services Supervisor, and that doesn't accurately describe what Sparky does for our city. Sparky is a problem solver. He is constantly coming up with creative, economical ways to solve real problems in the Public Works Department and our city. A recent example of this occurred at last month's senior lunch bunch. The air conditioning in the multipurpose room at the new shop was not working properly. Sparky got on the phone with the contractor and was told it would be several hours before they could come out and try and correct the problem. The senior lunch bunch was about to start and the room was very warm. Sparky rigged up a way to have the cool air from the swamp coolers in the garage bays be blown down the long hallway and through the multi-purpose room, cooling the room considerably and ensuring the event could still occur. It was ingenious and all those in attendance were very appreciative.
So we thank you for nominating Sparky. He is a great employee as well, and he has a gift card to Lowe's, correct? So we will be getting that when he returns from his family vacation.
That's the shortest we've ever talked about Sparky. It'll be a long conversation.
And it was interesting how you put the word solver after problem. So,
Sometimes they have to solve the problem today. They always solve.
no, he's a great,
Try your toes.
yeah, he does. Okay, Jerry, you were just in time. Cause we're at item number 7 on the agenda already, and you're up.
Okay,
Gary, you wanna?
so I'm here today as a private citizen. I have submitted my resignation to Silver Eagle on May 31st. 2 days later, got my 43-foot hauler and went to Michigan for a dog show with my wife, so that's my life now. But anyway, I talked to Gary about modifying our scorecard agreements and proposed some language to Gary. I think we talked about it at the board, and we're going to present that today to you, the mayor, and city council, to see if you guys can agree with that.
You look so relaxed. I know, right?
I am now a consultant, and I don't get lunch break.
Well, we're gonna miss you. You've done a lot of good for not only them, but for us as a city, so we appreciate all the hard work and the effort you put in to clean things up and make things safe for the citizens of Woods Cross.
And your support of our canine.
Yeah.
And your support of the canine program.
Yeah.
And our police department also. We really appreciate that.
Well, we've endeavored, I mean, when we started, Lowe had 8 years ago now, on July 6th, which is hard to believe that time went by so quick, to actually be different. We didn't want to be your typical refinery, where they only talk about what they need to talk about, you know, they worry about the politics as opposed to actually doing good for the community. And, I think the team that we have in place now is actually living that, and it's a lot of fun to be able to do something and not be a typical business as it were. I am a consultant at this point. I have an agreement with Woods Cross, Silver Eagle. It goes for a year, and there's a potential 1-year renewal. So everything kind of seems to be going okay. And at the end of that second year, I'm looking to really retire. Also today, I wanted to also, and we can maybe have him say a couple of words when we're done with the agreement that I brought Mike last with me. Mike is joined us a little over 2 years ago as the operations manager with Cross. He has about 20 years of experience in the refining industry, working for ExxonMobil and Western Refining. A number of different sites and corporate positions, and his latest assignment was actually in El Paso, Texas, so he was happy to come to a place where he So any questions on the agreement? When we rewrote the agreement, we wanted to maintain a responsibility to hold records that we would report on the scorecard. So all those records will be maintained by Silver Eagle. The only difference will be that instead of sending a scorecard once a month, if you want to review those records, you just make a request, and Silver Eagle will make somebody available to come and talk to you about it. But one of the things that we've been able to do, and this is really, really important to us, and I can report today that as far as pressure vessels are concerned, we're 100% compliant in all of our inspection requirements. We have a couple to do yet this year. They're on schedule and they're planned to be done. As a matter of fact, Mike and I were just reviewing today and proceeded to shut down the exchanger. And then next week, we'll actually do the inspection on the shell of the exchanger that's the pressure vessel part. So we'll be in compliance by the end of the year. All of our piping is in compliance. And we have an agreement to test all of our emergency shutdown systems at least once a year. We actually test those between 2 and 3 times a year. Plus, we keep track if there's a process event where we actually exercise one of those shutdowns, we actually have a formal process to keep track of that, so. We have very robust, emergency shutdown systems, probably much more robust than we have in the fire. So we think we've done a fair amount with respect to that, our safety record and our performance and staying out of the limelight, would be also an indication that maybe we can take a chance to get one more thing on the plane. What I used to do and somebody else would have to take care of. Any questions?
Has everyone had a chance to read through the agreement? Any concerns or questions? Gary, you feel comfortable?
Yeah, maybe I can just give a little background. In 2009, when we had the explosion, the refinery was under different ownership and was not in really good shape. And I met a number of times, I think I met every Tuesday morning with Mike Red, if you remember, and we discussed ways that we could restore confidence in the community back in the refinery. And one of the ways was with the scorecard. And the way the agreement was written, we actually wrote a previous agreement, and that was really honored, had all sorts of stuff in it, and after we got into it, we realized it wasn't really realistic, and so we scaled it back. But even the reference to an auditor coming in and looking at it, after the initial scorecard, that kind of backed off, and the refinery manager just filled out the scorecard and sent it to me. But in the meantime, what's occurred is they had new ownership of the refinery. They retired some of the units, went in and spent millions of dollars replacing the piping and the vessels and a lot of the tanks. And so it's really a different refinery. And I think a lot of the concerns that we as a community had at the time of the explosion have since gone away. And one thing I learned, during this process is that there's leading and lagging indicators of a process and the way business is done. And what we were experiencing in Silver Eagle before the explosion was lagging indicators. If you recall, they had a furnace fire, they had a tank fire. Remember, those who were on the council, we asked the management to come in and talk to us. They wouldn't come in and talk to us. It was very frustrating. And so what we were seeing is the lagging indicators of not taking care of their facility. And so what this agreement did is look at the leading indicators, the things that need to be done up front, the training, the inspections, those types of things, to ensure that we don't have those incidents that we experienced. And because they're taking care of those leading indicators, they're much safer and we haven't had those incidents. So I feel what the agreement does is it leaves the communication channels open, so if the council has any concerns or issues, that we can request a representative to come in. The agreement still requires them that they get a notice of violation for any environmental that they have to notify us. So I think that takes care of our concerns. And I appreciate the relationship we've had over the last, I don't know, how many years did you say you're managing? 8 years? 8 years. Yeah, okay. Boy, time flies. I've had a great relationship. So I feel comfortable with what's been drafted.
Yeah, when I took the job, I said 3 to 5. In my mind, it was 3.
They thought you said 3 and 5?
And it's been 8, and then extended to 2.
3 plus 5 is 8.
Well, like I said before, we really appreciate all that you've done, and believe me, we feel a lot safer as a community for all the work that you've done. And again, like Julie said, we appreciate all the community involvement, so you stepped up and helped us with a lot of projects, so we appreciate that. Okay, if there's no further questions, I'll call for a motion then to approve the agreement with Silver Eagle Refinery, restating the 2012 agreement.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, all.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, it's unanimous.
Okay.
And thank you, and please, let's be introduced
Yes.
to
Mike.
Mr.
Mike.
Mike, he's actually taller than I am.
Hello?
How you doing?
Wow.
Yeah, glad to be here. I guess the main thing to say for me was when I was looking for an opportunity, there are other cut corners, don't want, you know, things the way they should. We've seen the news, you saw the one in Philadelphia that just had pretty massive explosion, so what I was looking for was a place that did it right, people that were committed, a company that wanted, you know, to do the right thing. That's pretty much what I saw when I came here. You know, Jared took me on a tour and showed me all the improvements that were made, the upgrades, you know, put in things like sealless pumps, which keep everything contained if there ever was an issue for anything that was flammable material. So I was just really impressed with, all the work that's done, and it's been nice to see, you know, a good relationship between the city and the refinery, so, I'm happy to be here, and my family and I really like living here. We're from Baton Rouge, Virginia, and New Jersey. But we've lived in, Phoenix, and then El Paso, and now Salt Lake, we really like the West. Got a son who's going to sixth grade. He's gonna start middle school, and then my daughter's in, she'll start third. And we live down in Sandy, and, we're gonna be here for quite a while. And, want to continue a good relationship, and I'm happy to come, you know, I'm happy to come back anytime you get, you know, want to talk or need any information.
Mike, tell us your last name again.
It's Platv, with my hall.
Okay. Okay, well, welcome to Utah, and welcome to Woods Cross. We're glad you're here, and we look forward to a great relationship moving forward. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Jared.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll get it signed in. Sounds good.
I look back 10 years ago, it was, the day after I was elected to city council. Was the morning of the explosion.
Yeah, it was.
The election was on the 2nd of November, and the explosion was on the 3rd. And, we've made a lot of progress, so thank you.
Well, and a lot of the credit goes to our parent company, the International Group. So when I interviewed for the job, I said, 3 to 5 years, and I'm gonna need a lot of unspent, you know, I don't know how much, but I'm gonna need a lot of money, because I was the plant manager at, Holly, and knew Silver Eagle. And, they have never, honestly, the entire time said no to any request. And that's one of the fun things about this, is that we've actually been able to do everything I wanted to do with 38 years of experience in this refinery. We just don't have operating problems anymore. It just runs day in and day out, and, it's just been a lot of fun. As a matter of fact, Mike's job is getting boring, so.
Yeah, please don't make it interesting. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move on then to item number 8, consideration of a resolution to formally establish the community of promise. And Jeff, I think, is this you? It's a new member. So, Gary, do you want to take it, or should we let Jeff?
Well, okay, well, I think in the last meeting, we discussed, renting out the, rooms, and we mentioned community promise, but it really wasn't formalized, and so all this resolution does is just state kind of the background of community promise, but basically sets it up as a city-sponsored, community service. So, pretty simple, so that's what it does.
Did we, back when Tom South, came up with, it was a red wagon?
Yeah, there's a little red wagon, we have some letterhead still.
Yeah.
It has part of that.
Did we not do something like this back then, and we just never followed up?
I don't know, we couldn't find anything, so I don't think it's formally did.
Okay, so any questions on the resolution? It's pretty straightforward. Resolution number 2019-682. I'll call for a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion that we approve, the resolution 2019-682, formally establishing the community promise.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect.
And I will also add that the website does contain some information about the community promise, but it probably needs to be updated. If you would like me to make updates, or if you'd like to share the community promise, we'll look at that.
Go ahead and make the update. I'm not sure if Rachel has time to come in and updating, I'm sure it will need to do that, so. And we're looking, and in my last marriage message, I, again, reached out, hopefully people just read the message, but they'll say, we need some more volunteers, because we've got individuals that have been on there for quite some time that are, want to continue to serve, but not in the chairman capacity, so. If anybody knows anybody, have them reach out. Okay, item number 9, this is Jess.
Yes, this one is mine. So you have the updated rules and regulations as well as the fee schedule. I made the changes that Mr. Director needs to make last time. And to address Tammy's concern that she brought up about, receiving something that would be inappropriate, we checked with Marcel, he felt like because we were setting it as a policy and being very transparent, but
Okay.
yes, we didn't have any concerns about it.
Okay, perfect. I did see in here, it says that the air conditioning isn't working, call Sparky. Okay.
That's an internal.
Okay, I will call for a motion then, if there's no questions or concerns, to approve the multi-purpose rental regulation.
So moved.
That's right, all in favor, all?
Aye.
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 Okay. Item number 10, consideration, to approve a resolution amending the consolidated fee schedule related to the multi-purpose rates. That's number 683, and I'll call for a motion.
So moved. Oh, wait, to adopt resolution 2018-683. There you go.
2019.
I wrote 2019, did I read 2018? 2018, 683, as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Moving right along, item number 11, resolution clarifying the status of elected and appointed officials for the Utah Retirement System purpose, Jeff.
All right, so this one is, in preparation for a Utah retirement system audit that we will be having starting in July. And they asked us to clarify, make sure that we had specified what benefits, elected and appointed officials might receive and the status of those officials. So it doesn't change the way we run things in any way, it just clarifies things in a policy for the Utah retirement.
Did I read part of that, Jessica, where elected officials are ineligible to participate in the URS?
So it says maybe exempt,
Maybe
the way
exempt.
it's worded. So you, as our current mayor and council, participate in URS through your 401k benefits. But we could exempt people in the future. I don't intend to, but there are lots of cities that do exempt them, and so that's why we wanted the wording maybe exempt.
So they're requesting this.
And any exemption, I think, would have to be done by this body.
Yes, yeah.
So any decision,
Yeah.
any changes would have to be done by this.
Because we set in the policy annual benefits that are given, and so.
Since Tammy's not here, she'd be on there.
And we're put out on the agenda every week.
Sorry, Tammy, if I was.
Or a package deal.
That's right. Okay, so if there's no further questions for Jeff, then I'll call for a motion to approve 2019-684.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Great. All in favor, Matt?
Aye.
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 Okay, thank you. Item number 12, open session. Anything from the audience?
Peanut gallery.
Peanut gallery.
Not today, maybe with Brandon, maybe we'll play Jeff. Sorry, I did my part. You haven't riled me up yet.
We've still got a few minutes.
Two more topics on there.
Okay.
I have a couple of items. Number one, we had a scout in our neighborhood tell us that there's been someone camping in the elementary school over by the city wall, right? Yeah, Woodcroft Elementary, by the, so, yeah, you access it through there, and then he's back in the corner up against the freeway. Yeah, but it's still on the property of the school, so I don't know if we can have our, night patrol shine their light, you know, and check that area. I don't know, right? Shine the light on the homeless camp, right by research on. But,
On school property or?
yeah, so it's on the field where the soccer field, and they've got the track that goes around, and it's in the southeast corner. Yeah. It startled the 12-year-old, was riding his bike or something, pretty dark up there. Yeah, here you go, the ranger.
On my way home last night, I don't know, one of the last couple of nights too, on 2600 South. So as you head down 2600 South on the north side, just before you get to the, whatever the Fieldcrest subdivision, the subdivision that comes right out to 2600. Right. Just east of that, there's a piece that's not developed between that and the business. Right. And there was a bike kind of tucked in right there, just right next to the fence, and it looked like maybe there's something right there too.
So on which side of the road?
North side, just east of that.
That's vacant field.
Yeah, it's kind of a wetland area. The one with those gnarly ones, well, there's cattails, and there's the one with the great big burr on top of it. Yeah.
National property.
All right, another thing, I have some people who are wondering, when we have new homeowners purchase homes in our city, do we send them a welcome letter and information on our ordinances and zoning?
We don't do anything on zoning, we do give them a sign up sheet that shows all the utilities and everything, but we really don't.
But they've had two, homes in their neighborhood where the people talk about them, that they bought the homes to turn into a multi-family to rent the basement and the top floor. And so there's a concern on how does the city prevent that from happening? I don't know, I know we go off with complaints, you know, but other than that, we wouldn't know if someone were doing it. But they called to request the utilities be split, and they'd be told no, so.
Well, if it would be helpful, I guess we could, little sheet that we could put a little blurb about,
Single family residence, single family.
They're not mailed out, right? That's something they give it to Jeff.
They give them inside to the water.
Years ago, we used to have a welcome wagon, somebody would come in, they give them a packet, have a map of where all the amenities are and everything, and it just got so expensive, they quit doing it. But that's been 20 years old.
Let me sit down with Tim and Marcy,
I think even if you just put a little blurb on there, just to remind their can't just turn a single family home into multi-family. And that's all I have.
Anybody else in the council?
do we know what's going on with what used to be, well, what's Old England, Washington? It's up for sale, it looks like they moved out. It's vacant. They moved out, they moved their trucks out, everything, it is for sale. We've had, one person come in and wanted to put another fuel depot type thing, and have fuel trucks come in and out, we don't know that needs to be zoning. And, then I know the owners talked to Kim about some other things, Tim was basically told no. We're taking a hard line that vacant area back behind there needs to meet the existing, there's no non-conforming rights there, the only non-conforming is the tank itself. And so that's kind of where we're at.
And then the property just west of it is a separate owner, right?
Yeah.
Where they come in and kind of scrape down under the trees.
Yeah, he's trying to put some type of a business in that.
He living there in that area.
I don't
It
know.
looks like he might.
He might be, I'll have to check with him, but he might be.
I mean, he went in and cleaned up a whole bunch of stuff, all under the trees, there was all
Yeah.
kinds of just junk under there, and it's all scraped and kind of cleaned up, but.
Yeah. I don't know if he's living there or if he just used that during the day while I was working. I don't know, I'll talk to him about it.
And then down where, was it Scott Anderson Trucking that was there,
Yeah.
around where the Kingston's at? So it was all vacant for a while, and now there's all kinds of stuff in there,
Yeah.
clear back behind.
Yeah, they kicked Scott Anderson trucking out, and so they've got a towing company, Tim's been the attorney a number of times discussing, non-conforming how that works. The biggest one is way back there, there's those little teeny homes that they're building on trailers.
Yeah.
They build them and then they take them up to Jackson Hole area.
Oh, they do.
And, people live in them, and in fact, Tim and I are going to Mark tomorrow to talk about
Okay,
that.
I just saw that this morning. I hadn't
Yeah.
driven up there.
Because they don't have business license.
No, it's just, we got about 3 or 4 little things going on there, towing company, trucking company, then we got that spread out, it's just a mess.
I got all those Highland baskets that are all there, that are all raised up, and there's all kinds of stuff in there that hasn't been there before.
Exactly.
So, I just went by this morning, it looks like they moved the whole community.
Yeah, they have. So we're trying to work through it.
And there was some place I noticed with Ruby Hall, and I can't remember where it was.
Well, my fields have been plowed, thank you, Brad, for your letter.
But we go really quick.
They do.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Cole was telling me, oh, I saw about 8 mics, and I'm like, I don't need to hear that, you're saying that the road is in your field. Thank you. I just keep them over there.
Anything else? I have a question. To be able to cement in the park strip in front of a home, is there any regulations against that? Or do you have to get city approval? Or how does that work?
Well, technically they should, but I know some people, we had this on 8th West, where some people put big rocks in that concrete, that we addressed the issue. There are utilities in there, and, by cementing it up, it does create some issues.
So here's the issue. The utility company, and I'll just be front with you, it's my front yard, and that's one of the west side park strip. Until I put sod in there 3 times since I owned the home, and every time I resod it, clean it up, get the weeds out, the utilities come in, they dig it up, and they never put it back the way it's supposed to be, they just leave the divots that they make, and the lawn dies, and, I mean, it's a mess. And then when they redid the freeway and the road, they just backfilled it with road base, and so nothing grows there except for weeds. And so I'm thinking about just digging it out and cementing it over, except for the one thing, the utilities do have a little green gap in there. But, I don't know what that is.
Let me talk to Scott.
Yeah, 'cause
I know Francis was told they all put rocks in there. But maybe there's a little bit of
well, and then when they saw in the winter time, it killed everything.
How long of an area is it? It's not very long, is it?
About 20,
Okay, that might be.
but I know every time they do utilities, that's where they park. Okay, anything else? If not, we'll go to planning commission report.
We had some exciting news, but it was a pretty cut and dry, quick meeting, so that's good.
Yeah, we're gonna pass on the sewer district, because Ryan.
I was at the last meeting, it was,
well, that's great.
As far as the mayor's report goes, I want to thank the chief, for inviting the council down, and, Jeff, we had, I mean, it was amazing, just the eye-opening experience that we had at the, what do they call it, simulator?
First truck.
Yeah, it was, so thank you for the sleepless night.
Did you guys still? I'm sorry you died that night.
No, that didn't bother me at all,
That was the other-
because there was no blood, but the other one,
Your scenario.
when I had to put the bullet between the eyes.
We went down and did a lethal force training, like what our officers do.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
It was, yeah, it was, it really opens your eyes and, yeah, makes you appreciate what they do. So thank you for arranging that, that was really a neat opportunity.
Exactly. That's all I have, so we're gonna go to Gary on item number 16.
I just put in a report, on the police incident, we had the EPS is, reviewing it, I think, what they got February 11th, and they're definitely doing a review on that day. Yeah. Okay, so we got to look at that. I'm not too clear on anything else.
No, I've given everything else also to the, internal affairs division of Highway Patrol, so they've already started on the second phase of that, so hopefully we'll wrap it up by the end of next week.
Perfect. Okay, motion to go into closed session.
So moved.
Oh, hang on, I will not be here at our next meeting, I don't know if that needs to be on, so. But then we can motion to go into second. Whatever. Yeah.
Just remember, our concert in the park is on the 15th. And it's gonna be a real good year.
If we go to North Dakota, the mosquito guys, they promised to do it on Friday night.
The Rocky Man was something that, and Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse.
Oh.
And the mayor is personally guaranteed that the sprinklers will not come on.
I saw that. But if they do, it will provide years of good memories. Maybe not good memories, but memories.
It'll be an adventure.
An adventure, that's all.
Okay.
I'll second Ryan's motion to go into closed session.
So now we need to.
We need to vote.
Yes, we